It had been 21 mornings without a single word from her. 21 sunrises spent staring at the empty side of the bed. A phone that never lit up. A silence so heavy it felt like it filled the room. I'd stopped expecting her name to appear on my screen. Until it did. Can we talk? 3 weeks of nothing. And that was all she had to say. No, I miss you. No, I'm sorry. Just a cautious question, careful, distant. Like a stranger arranging a meeting, not a wife reaching out to a man whose world she'd left in pieces. I stared at the message, my thumb hovering above the screen, chest tight, breath shallow. For 3 weeks, I'd replayed our last fight over and over. Every bitter word, every slammed door, every look that said more than either of us dared to speak. I'd imagined this moment in a dozen different ways. Her crying, begging, apologizing, but never like this. 3 weeks earlier, she'd packed her suitcase right after dinner. I still remember the soft clink of her fork against the plate, the way she barely touched her food, how she couldn't meet my eyes. What's wrong? I'd asked. I just need some space. Space from what? She hesitated. From this. From us. That night, she walked out, taking half her clothes and every ounce of warmth with her. At first, I told myself it was temporary. One of her cooling-off periods. Maybe she was at her sister's place. Maybe she'd be back in a few days. But then came the silence. No texts, no calls, nothing. By day 10, the quiet didn't feel like distance anymore. It felt like deletion. And now, 21 days later, all she had to say was, "Can we talk?" I opened the message, closed it again. What did she mean? Did she want closure? Forgiveness? Or was guilt finally catching up to her? Deep down, I already knew. There had been someone else. The signs had been too clear to ignore. Late nights at work. Her phone always face down. The faint smile that slipped across her face when she texted someone who wasn't me. I tried to convince myself it was nothing. That after 10 years of marriage, I owed her that trust. But instinct doesn't lie. Love can mute it for a while, but it never kills it. The day before she left, I saw a number I didn't recognize flash on her screen. "Who's that?" I asked. "Just a coworker," she said easily. I let it go. The next morning, that same number sent her a message while she was in the shower. Last night was worth every risk. I didn't react right away. I just sat there scrolling through old photos on my phone. Our wedding, our vacations, her smile when it was still mine alone. I needed to hold on to something real before confronting what wasn't. That night, I asked her, "Who's Mark?" Her fork froze midair. "What?" "Mark," I repeated, "the one who texted you." Her face drained of color. "He's just a friend from work." "A friend who says last night was worth every risk?" She closed her eyes and exhaled slowly, but said nothing. That silence said everything. I walked out of the room before my anger could turn into words I'd regret. An hour later, I heard the sound of zippers and drawers. She was packing. That was 21 days ago. And now she wanted to talk. I walked to my desk, looked down at the divorce papers I prepared the week before, and signed them. Maybe I was waiting for her. Or maybe I was finally waiting for myself. My phone buzzed again. "Please, Daniel. Just a conversation. I owe you that much." Owe me? She owed apologies. Maybe honesty, but not a marriage. I thought about the nights I'd spent tracing her absence like a wound. Missing her laugh, her scent, the way her hand found mine in the dark. I had almost called her more than once, ready to forgive before I'd even face the truth. But forgiveness means nothing when only one person is bleeding. I sat down, typed out a message, deleted it, and started again until the words felt right. "Cole, we already talked. You just weren't listening. My attorney will reach out." I attached a photo of the signed divorce papers. Minutes later, the typing dots appeared. "You really want to end it like this?" I stared at the screen, my chest aching. But beneath that ache, something steadier. "Peace." "No," I typed, "but you ended it 21 days ago. I'm just finishing the paperwork." No reply. I set the phone down and let the silence wash over me. Grief, anger, and finally, a strange calm. The kind that comes only when you stop fighting for what's already gone. Later that night, I passed by the bedroom we'd shared. The sheets still held her scent. On the dresser sat our 10th anniversary photo. Her in that red dress, laughing with her whole face. I picked it up, stared for a moment, then placed it face down. For the first time in weeks, I slept. The next morning, her name lit up my phone again. I almost ignored it, but curiosity won. I hope one day you understand why. No apology, no confession. I didn't reply. Understanding her wouldn't change what she'd done, or how it felt watching something once safe turn fragile and temporary. Days passed. The house grew quiet again, but this time it wasn't empty. It was peaceful. I still think of her sometimes. The way she hummed while cooking, the book resting on her chest when she fell asleep, the smell of her hair after rain. Love doesn't vanish. It just changes shape. Maybe she left because she was lonely. Maybe because she stopped loving me long before she said aloud. Maybe I missed her pain until it was too late. I'll never know. But I've learned one thing. Silence is an answer too. Sometimes the truest response is the clean break, the quiet closure that comes with your signature at the bottom of a page.